Hey guys, we need to talk about Jeffree Star because he is coming for one of the contestants on this current season of Beast Games, and the timing of all of this is not an accident. The contestant's name is Jim, and America has basically fallen in love with his storyline on the show because he proposed to another contestant, Monica. Now everyone is asking the same thing. Are they still together? Are they a real couple after filming? And right as Jim is getting more and more popular online because of this whole Beast Games love story arc, Jeffree Star jumps into the conversation because people notice the two of them seem to have some history, and Jeffree did not like the way Jim addressed it. We have to get into everything going down here. This is Ava Sinclair for CelebPulse. Let's get into it. So Jeffree Star is back in drama after making it clear he isn't happy with the way Beast Games player Jim spoke about them knowing each other. And if you haven't been watching, Beast Games is Mr. Beast's massive reality competition series backed by Prime Video, the one that had a lot of drama attached to the first season, but still ended up being a huge success. Now they're on season 2. The show features 1,000 players, and they're all competing for $5 million. This season is almost over with just a few episodes left, but a handful of contestants have really become the main characters online. And in my opinion, the two most talked about contestants this season are Jim and Monica. Jim was player 173 and Monica was player 152. And people have been obsessed with their storyline because on the show, they're in a relationship and it's escalated fast. The two met on the show, not before filming, despite heavy fan speculation. According to both Jim and Monica, they had never spoken or known each other prior to competing. And their connection formed very early in the competition. And viewers have watched it turn into something serious as the episodes roll out. Jim asked Monica to be his girlfriend during the season, and then later he asked her to marry him. And of course, a ton of people online are like, they barely know each other. This is moving way too quickly. But other contestants have said they spend long stretches of time together off camera that don't make it to the final edit. And it's probably in those off-camera hours that they really connected. And honestly, this isn't the first time we've seen something like this happen on reality shows. On shows like Big Brother, where you're isolated, you don't have your phone, you're in this intense environment, it's very possible to fall for someone way faster than you would in normal life. But still, things escalated very quickly on Beast Games. Like I said, Jim proposed to Monica during the competition. They went through a wedding-style ceremony, and that moment has become one of the most talked about scenes of the season. It fueled theories, it fueled debates, and it's basically turned into the question everyone keeps asking. Is it for real? Are they still together after the show? What's the status? What is actually going on? Now, here's where it gets messy. As their love story has been unfolding on screen, more and more people have been digging into Jim and Monica online, trying to learn everything about them, past and present. And that's when people started pointing out that Jim used to make content with Jeffree Star. Then it turned into rumors that the two of them dated. On a video talking about Jim and Monica this season, someone commented, "Did you know Jim and Jeffree Star used to date? Look it up." And someone on Reddit also posted something along the lines of, "I'm surprised no one is bringing this up. Jim used to date Jeffree Star like a year or two ago. They used to always be on TikTok together. Jim would constantly fly to meet Jeffree to do lives together. They had a falling out, and Jeffree trashed him after. Odd to see him all over that girl on the show." Now, we have to be careful here because comments and Reddit posts are not proof. But the reason people are even saying this is because back in 2024, Jeffree did post a lot of content with Jim. There were TikToks together. One was captioned, "He secretly loves the beauty treatments," with hashtags like Jeffree Star, eyebrows cute, and Jeffree and Jim, plus Los Angeles. Jeffree also posted another TikTok with Jim where they're doing that playful back and forth. "You need a hug. Can you let go now? You feel better? No." Then it hasn't kicked in yet. And Jeffree was also liking comments that complimented them together. Comments like, "You guys look so good together. Happy for you. Adorable. Love you and Jim together. And I think you're adorable together." This was around the time Jeffree was often battling on TikTok Live, and Jim would be in those battles with him, or they would stream together. There's also that live clip where it goes, "What's going on, sexy? I have almost 5,000 people over here, and they ship us. They're shipping our energy right now. Oh my God, go. He's a furry. We're doing a giveaway right now. All they have to do is drop a pink heart, a trident, and a star in the chat in Jim and Jeffree's honor." You're giving it away? We're doing a giveaway right now with Pink Set, my new pink setting powder. 5 people are going to win it. You're giving away your pink for free? Yo, Jeffree's giving out the pink for free. Only pink I'm giving away is the pink. The pink. And there were more videos from that era. Like Jim at Jeffree's house, you can hear dogs barking in the background, lots of casual hanging out vibes. Jeffree also posted photos of them together with captions like "Playtime is over." And there's a TikTok with them where the caption referenced date night and Nicki Minaj. But by November that year, people noticed the two of them weren't together anymore. And Jim posted a TikTok where he basically said, "Me, I'm straight." Then the clip goes, "But what about Jeffree Star? Me. Hi, ma'am. I'm Gibby. She doesn't speak English. I'm still Gibby." So fast forward to the present day, all of these old clips start circulating again because Jim's on Beast Games. He's super visible, and he's in this very public relationship storyline with Monica. And Jim actually responded under a video bringing it all up. He said something like, "Me and Jeffree used to be friends and make TikToks together. But after a while, I started to feel like he wanted to be more than just friends with me. So I told him I felt like we weren't on the same page, and we haven't spoken since." On another Instagram video, he said basically the same thing, but this time he fully confirmed, according to his comment, that they didn't date by adding, "We never dated." Hope this clears things up. But then on TikTok, Jim also wrote something that made this blow up even more. He said he saw the screenshots, that he was never in love, and that he was paid over $200K to do all of that stuff. And that is what really set Jeffree off. Because Jeffree jumped in and commented with a very different version of events. Jeffree responded like, "So sleeping together over 25 times is what friends do. I'm bored. Have fun with your fake relationship, and I wish you all the best. Hopefully one day you'll be able to be yourself." Jeffree also quote tweeted photos of the two of them from 2024 and wrote, "Hey, Mr. Beast, come get your Jim and tell him to keep my name out of his mouth, please. Thanks, management." And then there was another post that appeared to get deleted, where Jeffree allegedly said something like, "Don't try to play games with me. If I posted the receipts of us, your family would never recover." And then he made another comment implying Jim's dad, which people obviously found extremely intense and disturbing. If that was real and it was posted, it didn't stay up long, but it added fuel to the fire because it made Jeffree look like he was threatening to expose private details. So Jeffree was clearly fed up and went full scorched earth, basically airing Jim out and claiming that a lot more happened between them than Jim is admitting. Now, another layer got added when this TikToker, Hooper Valley, claimed he received a personal DM from Jim, where Jim clarified what went down with Jeffree even more. According to that creator, the DM said something like, "Hey, I appreciate you reaching out, bro. For real, it means a lot. There's a lot more to that situation than meets the eye. Jeffree was sending me thousands of dollars a day on TikTok Live, and I felt like I pretty much had to go along with everything he wanted me to do." Then, in that same message, Jim allegedly described how Jeffree called him out after they stopped hanging out. People believed Jeffree, and Jim felt like he never had the opportunity to clear his name. He also said something like, "When I got the opportunity to go on Beast Games, I was excited for people to see the real me, even if I'm cringe or annoying sometimes. Showing my character and personality on a show like Beast Games meant more to me than the money, because that situation with Jeffree had been following me everywhere for so long." And he allegedly added that Beast Games felt like the perfect place to meet a girl because there are no phones and no social media, meaning he could meet someone organically without them looking him up, finding all this old content, and judging him off an online storyline that he says doesn't represent who he really is. He also allegedly told the creator, "If you want to share my story on your page, I genuinely would appreciate that so much," and suggested others might relate or sympathize. So if we're putting all of this together, it kind of sounds like Jim is trying to frame it as Jeffree was funding him, sending him money, and Jim felt pressured to play along for content. And he's saying it wasn't a real relationship. And to be fair, we have heard claims like this before from people who have hung around Jeffree, that Jeffree pays for people to be around him, to be in content, to play into the boyfriend vibe online. That's not a new accusation. But what made this explode is that Jim didn't just deny dating, he added the paid over $200K claim, and Jeffree's response was basically, "No, that's not what happened," while also implying there was a physical relationship. And now it's turned into this bigger drama where fans are split right down the middle. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.